Please, so much. Officer, I'm supposed to come first. Telling me I enjoyed the lecture. I wanted the big goal to come last. But I was taking, and I was praying as I was sitting. I'm passionate about raising leaders like him. We have too many problems in Nigeria that our government cannot fix for us. So we must begin to raise paradigm. We must bring about the paradigm shift from positional leader to the influential leaders. Leaders who do not wait for position before they start acting. That is why in my slides you will see the reason why. Actually, I believe David had become a leader before he was anointed, before he was made king in Israel. Because Saul was still a king when God said, Samuel, go to the house of Jesse and anoint me king. So David had actually become a leader when he was shepherding his sheep. God saw that the way David cared for his sheep, he would be able to care for human beings like that. So David never waits till he became a king before he started influencing. Genesis 1:28 to 31. Bible says, God said, come, let us create man in our own image. And he said, let them be fruitful, multiply, and dominate. That part to dominate is a mandate to lead. It is a mandate to lead. When God said dominate, dominion, it is a mandate. That is, God knew that he was creating man to lead as a creature. So if you say that leadership is not in the Bible, I beg your pardon. God wants you to be a leader. Next slide. And luckily, first Samuel is when David and Samuel had to go to the house of Jesse to anoint David. First Samuel chapter 16. Who a leader is not. A leader is not a CEO. A leader is not a manager. A leader is not a senator. A leader is not the president. A leader is not the head of your department. A leader is not the director. A pastor is not even a leader. Your youth leader is not a leader. The ballet of this place is not a leader. The Oba of my town, Kabisu, is not a leader. Even the chairman of my local government is not a leader. Then what is a leader? I have created a question. Underneath here you see, leadership is not position, but disposition. It is about responsibility. Anybody who is taking responsibility. This morning, before some people came to church, you actually have something they call house chores in everybody's house. Am I right? The room is dirty, you need to clean it. The pot is dirty. You're taking responsibility. And leadership is what? Responsibility. Sheep are nothing more, nothing less. It is responsibility. If the church classes are dirty and somebody says everybody is doing that job, we just have to clean the windows and the chairs. That is what I call what? Leadership. Finding a problem and solving it. In your mind, start creating imaginations. Look past what is happening in church that very early in the morning. Maybe you can do it better. You can come very early in the morning and clean it up. You saw the spanner and the boss, you have the seat. You see this seat here is deceiving. Actually, I know that is the leader. The first day I went to the team, I knew he was a leader. It was not just, have you been to a church come to church and you are sleeping? Have you been to a church and you are like, what am I looking for here? Please answer me. Is there a leader in that church? Have you been to a church where every week they set to fight? Even the pastor is the one scattering the church. Have you been to an office where the manager is actually the one making the office have a ton of workers? People just write their resignation letter. There's no apologies. You just get into the workplace. You are not happy to be out to work. Do you want to tell me that person is a leader? How many of us work in a place where actually when you get home, you shed tears? You know you are stuck at this job, I just have to make a living for myself. But you are not enjoying the job because when you see your boss, it's like somebody who is, like the taskmaster with a game. When you are before you are shipping, who knows what is going to see? Maybe you say, I used to be, what is this that's from? Get out! Have you ever met somebody like that? Have you ever walked in somewhere where all of you in the office, you are like a party against the manager? He actually holds the position. But actually, if he is not in charge of the money that you get, do you know how many tantrums you have thrown at him? But because he actually has the signature to the check that you get at the end of the month, you just simply have Yes. Is that the leader? I am trying to bring us from what we used to think the leader is and what the leader is, what I think the leader is. Next one. And who is a leader? A leader is an example, influence, and role model who solves a particular problem with ease or followers for positive change in his community. The first community I know is the family, the father, mother, and children.